So let's talk about precognitive empaths. So precognitive empaths are ones that are able to sort of tell the future, in the sense that they either interpret it through a dream, a visual, like a vision, whether it's an image, whether they have certain types of I don't want to say whispers, but I want to say that within their consciousness, their cognitive, they're able to pick up on a clear direction. And so, and that direction is about what's going to happen in the future. Again, whether with people, places, and things. So, what is cool to relate to a precognitive empath is that when you realize that people are not someone like to be afraid of because they're able to pick up on certain things, then it's like you are able to heed the warning, as it is said, and be able to, act ahead of disaster or to shift and whatnot. Now, I wouldn't say that's always wise to just say everything that you know or speak on everything that you're able to pick up on. However, there you have a role, there's a purpose in it, and when you are in your work, when you have done the work to know what it is you are supposed to speak on and share, it becomes a lot easier. And so precognitive empaths, there's so many levels to how you can actually feel it and work through it. It just depends, I guess, on, has it been developed from since childhood? Did you acknowledge your gift from childhood and put it into practice? And did you honor it in the sense that you worked with it, you didn't shy away from it? It does happen that yes, there's a lot of our gifts that are looked and stigmatized, and so we don't get to experience them to the fullest, unfortunately. However, those in the world that they have a plethora of these things, and they know exactly what it is that we're discussing here on this channel. And so even to the degrees that if it's minimal, where you don't get all of the visuals and you don't get all of this, it's not about all this Hollywood production stuff. It's really the subtleties of how information comes through in order for you to be in your purpose, basically assisting and helping in the collective to bring forth messages, to bring forth guidance, to bring forth healing, to bring forth clarity, all of these things. So it's interesting how sometimes the subtleties can show up in being a precognitive empath, is that you could meet someone and in the first encounter, this person could be a part of your life throughout, like you could live your life, you could have met this person at whatever stage, and throughout your life you could have met a person and have this precognition about them, about all the energy, everything that they carry in their ancestral bloodline, all of that. It's that intrinsic, and it continues to show up at different stages and points throughout your interaction with them along your life, and different types of symbolism shows up to validate and become a construct of the pieces that become the puzzle of the picture of who this person is or what the situation is. So this is the ways in which a precognitive empath can look at their role and position and how everything sort of kind of reflects or looks like for a precognitive empath. And in reading in particular a bit about it, and like I said, I'm doing reviews on different books, and doing reviews on different schools of thought, doing reviews on different authors and scholars to bring context to us and to why and how do we get to these assessments and we get to these conclusions. And so it is something that when I speak on these things, it is not just for you to take my word. It's for you to then, if it's of interest for you, to go out and do your research to see how that looks and how that shows up. I'm, as usual, speaking from my contextual experience, and I know for myself, this is what that has looked like for me in my life and how it showed up. And then reading about it and having further validation in that is a lot more interesting, because it really puts a little bit more validation to what a person can be going through from infancy to adulthood. So if there's anything that I've said here that resounds for you, and if you want to like, share, and comment, I'd appreciate it. This is a way we can stay in connection and we can share and relate in our experience. So I'm going to see you in the next one.